Thank you. Thing up there. All right, so how many of you have ever been in a relationship ever? Show of hands. Ever. So, you know, relationships, you have the honeymoon phase, you have great times, and then there are times that are kind of meh, boring. You know, you want to figure out a way to kind of make those boring times a little more fun. You want to be able to, those 20 to 30 minutes where you don't really have anything to do and you're just sitting around, maybe you're watching an episode of Law & Order or something, I don't know, Netflix. What if you could inject fun into those little spaces of time? Our team has over 40 years, we calculated, of relationship experience with just in marriages and relationships with our current spouses. And we've been asking the same question. How do you inject fun into just any little moment you have in the day? So we started out with this idea back at Startup Weekend Iowa City 2015. At that point we were called Sexy Life, and we found out that probably wasn't the best name. It didn't really go along with what we were doing. So we decided to change our name to BondingBox. We are a subscription service that brings date night home to busy couples. Busy couples like these handsome folks right here may have a couple small kids that are driving them nuts during the day and finally get them to bed about 8 p.m. and the couple wants to go to bed at 9 p.m. Well, what do you do with that hour? Well, we think we found the solution, but step back a minute. What have they been doing right now? Well, there are a few other boxes out there that try to inject fun into date night, and we got a few of them, and honestly, they're just kind of boring. They're kind of lame. One of them was actually a $40 box of tube socks with some really just terrible instructions that just weren't fun. So how do you fix this? Why would you pay $40 for tube socks? Let's fix this. So what we did, we combined food and games into little activities that only last 20 to 30 minutes. And we call them Happy Meals for Adults. It's kind of our little working name for it. These little boxes, each one of them has a different activity inside. Like this, cookie decorating. That's one of our first ideas that we're going to be shipping out to couples here next month. We had some beta testers run through this before we put this stuff on sale, and this is one of the pictures we could actually show. Some of the drawings not so G-rated, so can't really show that. But they had a great time learning about each other and just spending time together doing something in that little segment of time they had between when they actually just had a baby a few months ago. You get that 20 minutes there when you finally get the baby to sleep and you're so exhausted you're going to pass out. So do something with your spouse. So who are these people that we're targeting? We found that millennial moms, it's those ladies between 25 and 35 years old, have 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe more kids, that are already looking for this sort of stuff. And there are so many subscription services, like you've heard of Blue Apron or Birchbox or that sort of thing. It's the sort of thing they're looking for, and there's so many of them that there are subscription services for this sort of thing. But what we also found is that there are people that have the kids going off to college and are thinking, well, what do I do now? We've got all this time. What do we do? Well, these are the empty nesters, and there are even more of those folks than there are of the millennial moms right now. So I talked about trying to find something that's not lame, something that's kind of fun, and what we're doing is going for the sweet spot right here in the middle of these three types of activities: playful, emotional, and sexual. So playful activities are things like going for a walk, going for a bike ride, just getting out and doing something fun. Emotional, learning something new about your spouse, sitting and talking in the evening, talking over a meal. And then, I'm not really going to discuss the other one. You should know. So how are we getting in touch with people right now? We have 3 different areas that we've been working on. We have our website, getbondingbox.com, which we actually just launched our brand new website this past Friday. So check out that website. We also do a monthly newsletter, and David and I are working tirelessly on the social media stuff. just to get the message out there about BondingBox. So how much does this cost? So the more months you buy, the cheaper it is, and the more stuff you get. Anything from $27.99 to $39.99. We have the tier, the $39.99 if you just want to try it once, just want to see what we're all about. That's great. You're in it for the long haul, you want a box every month for the next year, check out the $27.99. We also have a few partnerships we're working with as we continue to scale this business. We're working with a local fulfillment company, food suppliers in Iowa, relationship counselors in the area, and some folks that already are doing some activities that are trying to make relationships a little bit more fun. So all these folks are located in the state of Iowa. We're trying to keep this local, and here's a few numbers for you. Financial estimates. We've actually been asked about this and why I included it. These boxes do make money. They're about $10 a box for us to make, and we're selling it for more than that. Therefore, profit. We do have 20 pre-orders already, which is awesome. And how do we hope to scale this thing in the future? So right now, got the big dollar sign, trying to sell some boxes. In the future, we're going to be moving out to advertising. We're going to be working with some social media influencers. We started creating a list of those. People that unbox things, people that work with couples online, that sort of thing. With the hope that by January 2019, we actually got some people on the payroll that we're paying. Hopefully paying. So, BondingBox, a subscription service that brings date night home to busy couples through the fun of food and games. And for all of you attending today, we have a special discount code. If you check out our website, get 10% off your first month if you enter in that 1MC ICR code. And make sure you check out the website and get signed up for our newsletter, where we'll have other special features and more content. Thank you very much.